Okay, Dr. Alam, it's ready.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Thank you for joining. I'm Dr. Khalid Alam, Chair Nomination and Election Committee. I welcome you all to the first and the only Board of Directors Candidate Debate 2023. In a couple of months from now, you, the APPNA family, will have a chance to elect 3 among these 5 highly qualified candidates for the coveted Board of Directors position. So with this, I would like to get and say thank you to the panelists for joining, and first thanks to Nick Sue, who day in and day out goes out of his way to get things arranged for us and for arranging this meeting. My special thanks to Dr. Arshad Rehan, our beloved president, who has given me and my committee unprecedented support, unparalleled support, and complete autonomy to run the elections and the election process. Thank you, Dr. Arshad Rehan, and I would request if you could say a few things, please.
Thank you very much, Khalid Saab. I think the NEC is doing a wonderful job. The election season is upon us, and we have excellent candidates, and I hope the election process will be smooth. APPNA has come a long way, and inshallah, this tradition will continue, that the elections will be a smooth process. It will be held in a collegial atmosphere. I once again thank you and your committee. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. Now I would like to thank my colleagues and committee members, starting with sagacious co-chair, Dr. Sophia Janjua. Thank you, Dr. Sophia Janjua.
Thank you.
I would like to thank Dr. Sadiq Naveed, our very conscientious IT guru. Thank you, Dr. Sadiq Naveed. Both of them are the panelists as well, and they will be joining us in this debate. Other members I would like to thank is Dr. Asim Chauhan, who has been in every single meeting since the inception of NSC. I would also like to thank Dr. Amanullah Patan. He is our person with incredible wisdom and credibility. Dr. Amana Nasir, who brings fresh ideas to our committee and challenges us to think out of the box. I would like to thank Dr. Rahil Khan. He's our expert on the cable and bylaws of APPNA. I would like to thank Dr. Nadeem Faruqi, who speaks to the point and keeps us online. And last but not the least, I would like to thank my predecessor, Dr. Ashraf Sabahat. Wow, what a big shoes to fill. So with this, I would like to introduce our candidates, the reason why we are all here assembled together, to hear them and to listen to their point of view. I will start, we'll go back and forth in the reverse alphabetical order and alphabetical order so that we are equitable to all the candidates. I'll start with Dr. Muhammad Sanaullah from Oklahoma City, graduate of Nishtar University, class of 2003. Applause for Dr. Sanaullah.
Thank you, Dr. Alam and the whole NEC.
Thank you. Next is Dr. Shahid Rashid from Texas, graduate of Dow Medical University. Dr. Shahid Rashid.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone.
Next is Dr. Sajid Mahmood from Chicago, Illinois, graduate of Dow Medical University, class of 1990. Dr. Sajid Mahmood.
Thank you, Dr. Khalid. Thank you very much.
Next is Dr. Farooq Malik from Nashville, Tennessee, graduate of King Edward Medical University, class of 1987. Applause for Dr. Farooq Malik.
Thank you, guys. Glad to be here.
Next is Dr. Noman Ashraf from Missouri, graduate of Liaquat Medical University, class of 2004. Dr. Noman Ashraf.
Thank you, Dr. Alam.
Thank you all for joining. The format of this debate is very simple. This debate would last approximately 90 minutes. Each candidate would be given 4 minutes for the introduction, 3 minutes for the closing statement, and 2 minutes for each question to be answered. Our timekeeper will be Dr. Sadiq Naveed. He's our IT guru, and he will keep you on track. He'll give you, your mics would be turned off when you're not communicating, and they will be turned on when only the members have the chance to, they're speaking. So there's no interruption. He'll give you a warning 20 seconds prior to your time limit expires. So Dr. Sadiq Naveed will be in charge of that. The second thing would be the questions for the debates. There are 5 questions selected for the debate. Initially, our plans were to surprise you with the questions. But in our last meeting with you, all the candidates, they had unanimous requests for the committee to disclose the questions to them in advance so they could prepare. Since it's your evening, your event, so we complied, and all the questions I want everyone to know have been shared with the candidates approximately 2 days prior to this debate. So there won't be any worries about who goes first and who goes last. We'll still go alphabetical order, reverse alphabetical order, switch back and forth, but that takes the pressure off. And so you have time to prepare for the questions. I'll be asking all the questions except for question number 2, which would be asked by my sagacious colleague and the co-chair, Dr. Sophia Janjua. With this, so candidates, are you ready to joust in the debate? So
Yes.
Yeah.
let's get started. I would like to ask Dr. Muhammad Sanaullah for his 4 minutes opening statement. Dr. Sanaullah, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Dr. Alam. Assalamu alaikum, my dear APPNA family. I'm Dr. Sanaullah, graduate of Nishtar University 2003, currently living in Oklahoma City. I have 4 young children, 15 years old Aisha, 13 years old Ayan, and 11 years old, my double troubles, twins Ryan and Shayan. I'm always thankful to Allah for a loving and caring wife, Shaista, who always encouraged me to pursue my passion and goals. My association with APPNA started through Nishtar alumni in 2015 when I met with Dr. Ahmed Said Khan, a living legend of APPNA Nishtar for all his philanthropic work. He is a true inspiration for me who changed my whole perspective about APPNA. In Nishtar alumni, I worked in different ranks from treasurer to president. As a president of alumni, I involved the younger members in different committees and leadership roles. And now the whole executive council of my alumni consists of younger members from the last many years. Nishtar won the Best Company Society Award in 2021 due to his strong work for COVID relief, upgradation of all the operation theaters at Nishtar, and establishing of Nishtar Alumni Loan and Endowment Fund. Now talking about APPNA, I served at the leadership level in all the major committees in APPNA. I was the chair of APPNA Spring Meeting last year, co-chair of APPNA Winter Meeting, chair of APPNA Scholarship Committee, co-chair of APPNA Membership Committee, and now chairing APPNA Foundation this year. As the chair Scholarship Committee, I worked with the whole committee to create a uniform application and selection criteria for all alumni. APPNA Scholarship Committee manages close to 3 million scholarship funds from different alumni that have changed the lives of many deserving students in Pakistan. As the chair Scholarship Committee, I worked to expand the APPNA Scholarship Program. Alum Iqbal alumni agreed to participate in APPNA Scholarship Fund, and we arranged matching funds from a generous donor. As the chair of APPNA Spring Meeting in Oklahoma City last year, that was a historic meeting for APPNA. We engaged the whole community to organize the meeting where every member of the community owned the meeting like their own meeting. The spring meeting in Oklahoma City will be in the archives of APPNA for many years to come. The highest attended spring or fall meeting ever were more than 1,000 participants. About 70% of the participants were the younger, and they were attending first time, any APPNA meeting. we raised close to 400,000. I will repeat again, close to 400,000. That never happened in APPNA spring or fall meeting. There was close to 20 companies that we could not accommodate because of the space limitation. APPNA Colon Cancer Walk was a huge success first time with more than 300 participants due to our strong community, local healthcare systems, and state health department collaboration. I consider myself a healthcare entrepreneur, innovator, and owns Optimum Care Hospitals Group that provides hospital services to many acute care hospitals, LTACs, acute rehabs, skilled facilities, nursing home, and primary care clinic. I have been working as a chief medical officer, director of inpatient services, chair of quality services, safety and utilization councils of the hospitals. I believe my commitment to APPNA, my experience working through the ranks in my alumni, local chapter, my outreach to membership across the whole spectrum of APPNA members, my contribution to the organization, and my strong fit to APPNA, and I believe the best days of APPNA are ahead of us. And all these qualities make me a deserving candidate for APPNA Board of Director position. I count on your vote.
Snaba, your time is up. Sorry.
Thank you, Dr. Sanaullah. And you'll have more chance to in your closing statement as well, and when you're answering the questions. Next is Dr. Shahid Rashid. The floor is yours, sir.
You are muted.
Dr. Shahid Rashid. Dr. Shahid Rashid, we can't hear you and we can't see you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, no, okay.
All right. So my dear friends and colleagues, Assalamu alaikum. With great honor and privilege, I present my candidacy for the board of directors of our esteemed organization. Most of you already know me, as I have served our organization in multiple roles, including treasurer, general secretary, and founding member of its component society and San Antonio chapter. I also have had the honor of serving on various committees. For those who are recent members, my name is Dr. Shahid Rashid. As the most experienced candidate in this election cycle, I'm driven by a deep belief in the founding principles of APPNA and a dedication to its mission. During my over 20 years of association with APPNA, I have actively contributed to its growth and success. The recent changes in our constitution and bylaws highlight the significance of the board of directors, demanding relevant experience, knowledge, and decision-making abilities to guide our organization through ordinary and challenging times. I'm dedicated to fulfilling the constitutional responsibilities entrusted to me by this organization. My top priority is to strengthen our organization, foster progress, and ensure financial stability, allowing us to effectively carry out our mission objectives. Drawing from my extensive experience in various roles within our organization, my involvement in my city, my position as a board member in a prominent cancer hospital in Pakistan, and my successful entrepreneurial ventures in the healthcare industry, I am confident in my abilities to serve as a director and achieve our organization's mission objectives. In addition to my past experience, I'm committed to promoting innovation. I strongly believe in adopting an entrepreneurial mindset, utilizing our organization's intellectual, financial, and educational resources to ensure our long-term growth and achieve our philanthropic, educational, and social goals through innovative revenue streams. This approach will not only establish our nonprofit as a financially independent, but also enable us to become a sustainable and a profitable institution. With our collective efforts, I have no doubt that we can attract some of the most talented individuals from our local communities, state, and the entire country to invest in our organization. This organization is as strong as ever thanks to our predecessors, and I'm excited for future generations to see the progress we helped create. I'm wholeheartedly dedicated to this organization, as evidenced by my unwavering commitment and perseverance over the past 20 years. My enduring passion and desire to serve are clearly reflected in my long-standing contributions. Together, as a united community, we have come together for a noble cause, and I am determined to continue giving back for the betterment of our organization and its mission. Together, we can make remarkable progress. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Shahid Rashid. Next is Dr. Sajid Mahmood. The floor is yours, sir.
So, Sajid bhai, you are muted. You have to unmute yourself.
Okay. This is Dr. Sajid Mahmood. I'm a graduate of Dow University of Health Sciences of 1990, a practicing board-certified intensivist with active licenses in 5 US states. My family includes my loving wife, Sabah Sabzwari Mahmood, who herself belongs to APPNA family and served APPNA Alliance for years before eventually serving as its president in 2017. Besides, I have 3 wonderful sons, Ammar, Nabil, and Hamza. My practice area involves working in a reputed teaching hospital in Chicago with an academic appointment as an assistant professor that allows me to interact with and educate medical students and residents, especially those who come from Pakistan to pursue their professional career and in need. I have also a vast experience in private practice and co-own an intensivist group since 2010, providing staffing needs of various busy hospitals, ICUs in Illinois and Wisconsin. I'm also a lifetime member of APPNA, my alumnus Dow Graduate Association of North America, and my local chapter in Illinois, as known as Pakistani Descent Physician Society. Since 2013, when past president of APPNA, Dr. Javed Suleiman, inspired me to become a lifetime member of APPNA. Following that, there is no looking back, and I have served in various committees of APPNA like Free Health Clinic, Office Management, Scholarship, and Advocacy Committees at all levels, be that member, co-chair, or its chair. Besides, I have contributed organizational assistance in holding various APPNA meetings, as well as a CME speaker in my chapter and alumni local, as well as international meetings. Since the beginning, I'm a foot soldier of APPNA and believe in working at the grassroots level and moving up the ladder. I was lucky to be part of PPS House, which is a project of its own and non-comparable to any chapter, with its worth more than $400,000 now, completely paid off. Under the active leadership of Dr. Suhail Khan, who was instrumental in initiating the process with worthy support from APPNA central leadership, I was also able to generate $50,000 during my tenure as PPS president in 2016. As I believe in bridge making and building bridges among various organizations, that's why my efforts against polio eradication was duly recognized by organization fighting to cause polio, and I was awarded with Paul Harris Award in 2015. Then, as a certificate of appreciation for my fight against COVID as a frontline worker,
3 seconds warning.
ICU, I was recognized by Mayor of Chicago in 2021. I'm also active donor and contributor of various charities in Pakistan and US, as well as my Dow class of 1990 project of simulation lab.
Sajid bhai, your time is up.
Again, Dr. Sajid, you'll have time to say more during your closing statement and also during answering the questions. Next is Dr. Farooq Malik. Dr. Malik, floor is yours.
Assalamu alaikum, gentlemen. It's fantastic to see all of you. Most of you know me, Farooq Malik, class of 87, graduate of King Edward Medical College. I live in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm married to my lovely wife, APPNA. I have 3 kids. And for the last 20 years, I have involved myself in the local community. I sit on the school board. I've started community education for the kids who go to school with my kids. I've been active member of ChemCona and I'm active member of APPNA for the last 25 years. I can safely say that with my association, I know the breadth of this organization, its achievements and its shortcomings. The biggest transformation that happened was when I got elected to the American College of Cardiology as a governor-elect. For the last 2 years, I've had simultaneous trainings to learn some of the intricacies of diverse management of its members, leadership skills, including communication skills, transgenerational connect. And I must tell you that having spent 2 years with them, I realized that there are, from that perk of comparing APPNA with a professional organization, I can see where we lack in our commitment to our organization. My whole purpose of joining this board of directors election is to bring some professional governance to our organization. It's a fantastic platform. It provides strong cultural identity. It provides strong social platforms. However, the biggest shortcoming is that we do not live up to its charter. What I mean by that is that our medical excellence program, our innovative research, and most importantly, how to take care of our members, the APPNA completely lacks in that perspective. The idea is that our meeting starts with who is coming to the meeting, where is the venue, and the biggest artist that's coming to the meeting. I'm surprised that our charter, the first part of the charter is medical education, improvement of our well-being of our members. We do not adhere to that charter. Our meetings start off with entertainers and end with comments on food. So anyway, the point being, I think my purpose to get into the organization at the table is to change the mindset of its members, as well as to start to expect a certain degree of sophistication and a certain quorum to this meeting. If I could bring a small increment of change to the governance of APPNA, I think my purpose of coming to the board of directors will be served. I see fantastic people, my colleagues who want to serve. That is a really good spirit. And I wish that we could bring that spirit to all members to understand that this organization is theirs and they have to participate and expect a certain degree of professional competency from our end. I'll stop here and give this time back to my other members.
Thank you, Dr. Malik. And next is Dr. Noman Ashraf. Dr. Ashraf, it's your turn, please.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you very much, Dr. Alam, for conducting this debate and all the members of the NEC and giving me the opportunity to present myself as a candidate for the board of directors position. We have an excellent panel of candidates and I'm honored to be part of it. Dear APPNA family, I'm Noman Ashraf. I graduated from Liaquat in 2004. I live in Joplin, Missouri with my lovely wife, 6-year-old daughter, and a 10-year-old son. I did my residency in general psychiatry and fellowship in addiction psychiatry from New York University. I'm triple boarded in general psychiatry, addiction psychiatry, and addiction medicine. I currently serve as the founding program director of the general psychiatry residency program, as well as the addiction medicine fellowship program in Joplin, Missouri. And I'm also the associate professor of clinical psychiatry at the University of Missouri. My association with APPNA started during my training years, and it has continued since then. I have served in multiple committees over the years, including the Membership Committee, Nominations and Elections Committee, and Communication Committee. And I have chaired the Psychiatry and Addiction Subcommittee of Merit, the RESA Committee, and I'm currently chairing APPNA's Committee for Young Physicians. I've done numerous CME talks for APPNA, and I've earned multiple awards and honors over the years. I would like to highlight some of the recent achievements as a chair of the APPNA YPC that my committee achieved. For the first time in the history of APPNA, we had a record-breaking number of 528 IMGs matching for the US residency spots. We have added more than 200 physicians in training members to APPNA this year. We have provided more than 50 observerships through APPNA YPC. This is the only committee in APPNA that is financially self-sufficient, and we manage our own budget without any ongoing help from Central APPNA. When I checked with the central office on January 1st, we had $0 in our account, and I checked it on June 1st, we had 16,000, close to 16,000 in the account. APPNA YPC also played a pivotal role in getting APPNA YouTube channel monetized, which will generate passive income for APPNA. We established the largest research collaboration, working closely with the Merit Research Subcommittee and other organizations in Pakistan. We conducted a successful YPC seminar and a poster session in Dallas summer meeting that was attended by 6 program directors and more than 75 participants. APPNA YPC work was also recognized by our president, Dr. Arshad Rehan, in the council meeting, general body meeting, as well as the banquet dinner. I believe in diversity, equity, and inclusion. I will advocate for the participation of women and members from all our alumni, including NAMA, Caribbean, and Canadian members in key leadership roles in central committees. I have a proven track record of academic excellence, and I envision a state-of-the-art professional academic body in APPNA that leads the way in education research. I will work towards increasing our membership by providing value-added benefits. I will work towards adding active and passive revenue streams for the organization, such as income from YouTube channel, designing mock boards and CME activities, securing grants for the organization, and making profitable investments. I'll set up a comprehensive mentorship program for our students from Pakistan, which will start during their medical school and will continue during their early career physician years. I will create APPNA Visiting Student Learning Opportunities Program to facilitate electives for our medical students. I will reestablish APPNA Loan Program. I will establish social media committee so we can showcase the work that we do. I believe in teaching people how to fish. I'll work closely with SWDRC and RESA Committee to establish microfinancing plans. I will strengthen our advocacy efforts to promote healthcare. I'm excited.
Your time is up, Noman.
Dr. Noman, you'll get more time to elaborate during the closing statement. Outstanding presentation by all of the members, very impressive. We'll dive into the next section of the debates, which is the question and answers section. I'll start with the first question. Like we said, we invited questions from the membership, and this question has been sent to us by Dr. Naveed Bari. Naveed Bari wanted me to ask you that the board of directors has been in place for more than a year. What do you think that the board of directors has been lacking, and what we would have done differently to correct that? In other words, please do a critical analysis of our current board of directors from your perspective. I'll ask Dr. Mohammad Sanaullah to go first. Dr. Sanaullah, please.
Thank you, Dr. Alam. Great question. I think the spirit of bylaws were delegation of authority and devolution of powers. And one main goal was to move APPNA from president-centric to board-centric and give more responsibility to the board of directors. Are we there? Probably we are still in the transition, and it's too early to say that we have achieved all the goals. But one deficiency that I will point out is there are total 6 board of directors, and only 2, treasurer and general secretary, have assigned roles, but 4 board of directors have no assigned roles other than just attending the regular meetings. So I will suggest we need to improve the bylaws and assign roles to those 4 board of directors. They might act as a liaison between different committees and APPNA board. The other important topic that I like to address is that probably bylaws is still not addressing is operational insufficiencies in APPNA. Our current management operational team is stretched out. Our director of operation is doing clerical work that is probably waste of his time and talent. Based on my extensive management and operational experience, I can help APPNA to streamline its management and operational team. We can hire a well-trained staff in Pakistan that can help our APPNA office in US to effectively manage their day-to-day functions. And we should hire a core team like director of
20 seconds
operation,
warning.
director of finance, and director of event management in US. And the rest of the team we can hire in Pakistan. And based on my experience, I can help APPNA to streamline these services. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sanaullah. Dr. Shahid Rashid, you have the same question, please. 2 minutes for you.
Shadwi, you're muted. You have to unmute yourself.
Thank you very much, Dr. Khalid Alam. We must admire the hard work of the Cable Committee under the guidance of Dr. Zia Muiz, Dr. Riaz Chaudhary, and Dr. Durrani. Is spending countless hours to fulfill the desires of the membership to produce a document of governance. This has infused a new spirit into the governance of our organization to meet the new challenges and a way forward to address the future needs. It is very short time to assess the failure or success of the new BOD structure. We must give enough time for the new system to work, as none of the systems are perfect. They have their own pros and cons. APPNA has a significant number of female members. But unfortunately, we have noticed that we only have 1 female on the board of directors since its inception. In the past, APPNA had many women presidents who have led the organization very successfully. We must look into the ways to encourage more women participation in their new structure of governance and ensure their equal representation. I'm confident that participation will have a very positive influence and impact on our organization. I must admit the current administration under the leadership of Dr. Rehan Arshad and the current BOD, they have done a remarkable job during this summer convention, the successful hosting of summer convention with a record number of attendance, and revenue is endorsement, and its revenue is endorsement. I'm sure this united and cooperative relationship will continue in the future. And we still look forward to have more time to evaluate the efficiency of the structure of governance. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Shahid Rashid. Next is Dr. Sajid Mahmood. Same question, 2 minutes for you, please. Dr. Sajid Mahmood.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So, yes, thank you very much. And this is like very worthy and time appropriate question, given the fact that we are still experiencing the results of a new system introduced to our beloved organization. But before shooting the gun too fast, I would say that we should allow this new system reasonable amount of time to show its worth. And I appreciate all board of directors for their time and energy to make APPNA a better organization. As far as areas of improvement are concerned, we need to look back. The rationale of introducing this system, which was to mainly decentralize and moving away from a president-centric system. Inclusivity is the key, and president as well as executive council should allow all board of directors to share their vision and suggestions and take them into confidence in major decision-making process, as otherwise the purpose would not be solved. Role identification and assignment, that's the key, because we believe that different people come with different strengths and their areas of interest. So we should better utilize their strength and their areas of interest and let them be advisors or chairs or active involvement with the relevant committees. Besides that, I think any difference in opinion, they need to resolve in private and come out as a unified, strong body as the backbone of a decentralized
20 seconds warning.
leadership. Once this happens, the membership will start taking the pride and back its leadership, even in case of a mishap. BODs need to build stronger connections with the membership to listen to their concerns and valuable suggestions, like, for example, arranging online or video town hall meetings.
Sajid, your time is up.
Thank you, Dr. Sajid Mahmood. Dr. Farooq Malik, same question for you. 2 minutes, please.
Thank you very much. I appreciate all the comments. Clearly, there's a disconnect. The board of directors, 6 board of directors in a small organization is unprecedented. And you cannot judge their effectiveness because there were no goals set for their performance. This is ironic. I reviewed the bylaws. The board of directors were put in to counteract singular powers of the president. It's unfortunate that we have to get to that. But anyway, I would suggest that the board of directors of this organization needs to have a clear mandate as to whether they are surrogating for an executive director. What we need is an executive director to address the 3 fundamental needs of this organization: the membership needs, the legislative part, and the organizational impact nationally as well as internationally. Those 3 parts have to be divided among these 6 board of directors. And these 6 board of directors have to come up with a clear mandate with implicit as well as explicit understanding that they're coming in for service. And these 3 roles have to be divided in accordance with the decision-making authority of president and president-elect. These are important issues. And unfortunately, the board of directors that come in, they do not even have an understanding of the bylaws of this organization and the mandate they're coming in. So I would suggest that I think we have to redefine the role of the board of directors, and I would request all my worthy candidates, whoever get elected, please sit down and create a charter for yourself and present that to the executive committee, and then follow that charter with the explicit aim of providing service. This is a service-led organization. There is no legacy, there is no reward, it is just a service. We are here to serve the needs of this membership. I'll stop here and give my time back.
Thank you, Dr. Malik. Dr. Noman Ashraf, same question for you, 2 minutes.
Okay, well, thank you, Dr. Alam. I'll echo what's been said. These are the same points. And as you said, it's only been about a year or a little more than that. And change always takes time to take effect. Our current board of directors, they mean well for the organization. And our summer meeting in Dallas was a testament to the very fact that a vast number of members attended the meeting. If I'm elected to serve as one of the BODs, I would work on improving the processes to align with the new constitution and bylaws. We know the spirit is to have delegation of resources and giving more powers to the board. So I'll work with all of our board members to speed up that transition. We have more than 30 committees, and president alone cannot attend all of their meetings. We need to empower our BODs and have them be a liaison between the committees and the board. We need to have a designated social media point person, a point person for legal issues, a BOD representative for the education committee, so on and so forth. I will also work towards improving the standard operating procedures of the organization by cutting the red tape so we can work more efficiently. So working for the organization, for any organization to work well, our leaders should have continuity in leadership roles. I would advocate to ensure that the co-chairs from every committee, if remain in good standing, become the chair automatically next year, then the advisor of after that year, so they can bring a meaningful growth to the respective committee over 3 years. Furthermore, I'll advocate for more women members for BOD positions, as it's been already said. BOD should definitely hold town hall meetings and make themselves accountable to the membership. I will advocate for Canadian members to be part of the board as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Noman Ashraf. That concludes our first question. I'll ask my worthy colleague and co-chair, Dr. Sophia Janjua, to please ask the second question from the candidates. Dr. Sophia Janjua.
You're muted, so please unmute yourself.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you all. So my questions towards the candidates for the BOD is that according to a study, as of 2013, there are a little over 12,000 Pakistani doctors, which make about 5% of all foreign physicians and surgeons in practice in the United States. Pakistan is the third largest source of foreign trained doctors. However, APPNA's membership has not gone beyond 3,000 members at the maximum. I think it bounces between 2,000 to 3,000, somewhere in between. What do you think are the reasons APPNA membership has stagnated? And what steps would you individually take if you were elected as a BOD to increase the membership and engage the younger members? So we'll start off with, I think we're going in this order. So we'll start off with Dr. Sanaullah.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Sophia. I think there are many reasons why our membership is stagnant. Though I think post-COVID there is a improvement, is already growing. But I think there's two main reasons. The one is the culture of lawsuits and negative politics, and I feel positive that there's a lot of improvement in that direction, and that's why recently we are seeing a lot of positive change. A lot of people are coming to APPNA. The second is value to its membership. And I believe the strength is in the numbers, and to increase the membership numbers, I'm introducing a very innovative model of membership growth. And I named it, it's called collaborative membership model that has 4 components. One is the APPNA itself, its amazing alumni chapters. And the 4th one is the specialty service lines. I personally called it the gold mines of APPNA.
Hello?
Yeah, there's some. Nick, could you see?
I think it's probably on his side, the internet is connection is frozen on his side.
Yeah. So how about we put him on mute and maybe give him a chance afterwards?
Yeah, go ahead.
And there should be.
Dr. Sanaullah, your voice is freezing. So Alam, do you want me to mute him and maybe we
Yeah, Dr. Sanaullah will come back, circle back to you so that you still have time to answer the question. We can't hear you.
Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll just change the sequence and we can come back to Dr. Sanaullah at the end. So how about we, Dr. Noman Ashraf, we go to you so that we can-
model for all 4 components, then you automatically assign.
So he's muted now. Sorry, Dr. Sanaullah, we couldn't hear you, so we'll come back to you.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So your voice was freezing, we couldn't hear you, so we'll come back to you.
Okay, so this is one of the major threats to APPNA, I believe, the stagnant membership. And one of the reasons that was mentioned was the lawsuit and the negativity which we had in the organization. But the other reason is that we have not.
Yeah, you'll still have your time. You'll still have your time. Don't worry.
Okay.
Go ahead, Dr. Ashraf.
So you restart, or what do we do?
Yeah,
You can start. Sorry.
Start from scratch, please.
Okay. Yeah, so I was saying that this is, in my opinion, it's one of the major threats to APPNA, having the stagnant membership. And we mentioned one of the reasons was the negativity in lawsuits, but also we have not attracted young physicians to join the organization over the years. We definitely need to increase our membership and bring in new people from IMGs as well as American grads. There are 2 schools of thought in APPNA. One wants to decrease the lifetime membership dues to increase the membership number. The other one wants to get rid of the lifetime membership dues altogether and utilize the annual membership and some benefits to increase the number. Now, both groups believe in increasing the number of members and adding value-added benefits. If elected as a member of the BOD, I would propose to hold a debate in the strategy meeting to go over the pros and cons of the viewpoints from both groups, come up with a consensus to resolve the conflict so We all can work on agreed upon agenda of increasing benefits to the membership. I would like to get the membership to 10,000 over the next few years by adding the benefits that other professional organizations offer, like low rate student loan refinancing, medical practice financing, access to online CME at subsidized cost, education incentives like APPNA Journal of Medicine, where our members can publish for free, having a dedicated grants and research facilitation unit so members can get involved in these scholarly pursuits, discounts on auto insurance, home insurance, malpractice insurance, access to educational resources, journal articles, Hippocrates, and up-to-date, especially for the members who are in private practice, professional coaching, how to set up your private practice, financial guidance resources, disability insurance, life insurance, subsidized rates for members in training to attend APPNA
20
functions,
seconds. Warning.
also subsidized rates for all members to attend the APPNA function events, and we cover the cost through the sponsorship. Once we take the membership to that magical 10,000 numbers, a sponsor will be lining up to capture our exclusive audience. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Ashraf. So I'll ask the same question of Dr. Farooq Malik. Dr. Malik?
Well, thank you very much. You know, I'm a process guy. Why would you want to join an organization? You join for its professional growth, your educational growth, a social, cultural platform, and the brand of that organization. We have a C in our brand, we have a D in our educational and professional growth. Why would I join? Most secondly, we have a transgenerational disconnect. We are a generation, whatever you call it, baby boomers, and we are trying to talk to Generation Z and millennials. I spent 2 days in this transgenerational connect with ACC, and I realized that my communication was absolutely alien to the younger people. We do not speak their language. We do not address their concerns. We are living in our own baby boomer generation. Cut the cost, bring them in. We have to learn to speak their language. We have to learn to understand their perspective. We have to change our organization to attract North American graduates and young graduates. We have to relearn the process. We have worked on it at ACC because of its national and international brand. We are catering to young graduates from the day, and we conducted a recent study on 2,000 graduates to understand their liking of the organization. I would suggest that we have to rebrand our organization. We have to learn the ways young people think and modify our brand to their young people. This is very important for us to survive. I'll stop here and give my time back.
Thank you very much. Dr. Sajid Mahmood? You have to unmute yourself, Dr. Mahmood.
You are unmuted.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Sofia Janjua. So, yes, this is like, I would not call it bone of contention, but a very active area where we had been debating in, strategic meetings and all meetings, general body, chapter level. And despite discussing various options, where we are not able to find out a viable solution. But let me get a step back and correct the numbers which were provided to us might not be true, because according to careful estimate and online data available, the physicians of Pakistani descent in United States are not 40,000. At the most, they are 20,000. While current APPNA membership, as per the data shared with us in general body meeting recently, and I confirmed this with some past presidents and other people in leadership position, the number almost touched 4,000. I don't have anything to comment because we were not shared with the membership list this year as part of election process. But if you compare and calculate the percentage, that comes close to 18%. And most of the major professional societies, I would say here, quote example for American College of Physicians, they have 31,000 members as of today, out of 120,000 licensed and registered internists in the US, which make a percentage of 20 to 25%.
22nd warning.
Okay, so we need to keep working on that. And then there is a catch here that our lifetime members are already retiring, while another 5% will be out in next 5 years. So yes, things need to be done. I will just summarize that. I agree with my.
So your time is up.
Okay.
Dr. Sajid, your time is up.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Sajid Mahmood. So I did correct the numbers. You were correct that the number of Pakistani physicians, not 40,000, is less than that. And I did check that, so you were correct. And thank you for pointing that out. So Dr. Shahid Rashid, I pose the same question to you about APPNA membership and its, its lack of growth.
Thank you, Dr. Jinjua. I must say that after quite a bit of a stagnation in the membership over the past years, we have never gone past 2,500 to 2,700. But I must say that now we have seen a spike in the membership census, and it has started to increase after the COVID-19 pandemic. That could be attributed to the change in the APPNA bylaws and also being away from the social activities for a long time. So it was a time for us to get together and get socialized. And so we have struggled for a long time, attracting new members for several reasons. Among many reasons, the most debated reasons were APPNA meetings, which were being very expensive, as well as the membership dues were not affordable, especially for the young physicians. On an average, it costs close to $4,000 to $5,000 to attend one meeting, which is not affordable for many physicians who have just started their career. We can increase this participation by offering following incentives: making our meetings affordable. That is one way to address it. Number two is to start the membership drives, offering the tiered membership. For example, if a member has the membership for 5 consecutive years and has attended 50% of APPNA meetings, we will give him a lifetime membership. Offering payment plans to pay off their lifetime membership dues. That has happened in the previous years, when I was as a treasurer, that we have done this thing, and that has resulted in a huge number of lifetime members that they were added to our organization.
22nd warning.
Then free membership for voting, non-voting, and resident medical students, membership benefits like malpractice insurance, discount programs, group purchasing, and the legal help, and many other perks of the membership. We can offer financing services to support to initiate the medical practices.
Your time is up.
Thank you, Dr. Shahid Rashid. So we're going to come back to you, Dr. Sanaullah, because you did not have the opportunity to finish your presentation. So Dr. Sanaullah, this is the time for you to talk about membership.
Thank you, Dr. Sophie. I still have some internet issues, so I will be muting my my video. So can you hear me?
Yes.
So I was talking about there is two more important reason why the membership was stagnant. One was is the culture of lawsuit and negative politics. The other was value to its membership. We made a significant improvement in the work culture, so I will say we are relatively doing better there. And so I believe the strength is in the numbers, and to increase the membership numbers, I'm introducing a very innovative model of membership growth. I named this as a collaborative membership model, where we have 4 components: APPNA itself, its amazing alumni, chapters, and specialty service lines. There is a one membership fee model for all 4 components. If you become member of APPNA, then you automatically become members of alumni, chapter, and specialty service lines. APPNA will keep the chunk of membership fee, and the rest will be distributed to alumni, chapters, and service lines. I call specialty service lines is the gold mines of APPNA, so we need to invest in this one because that can attract a lot of members. APPNA is helping so many young physicians, but they're not getting APPNA membership. So that should be mandatory to get any help from APPNA. APPNA should send a welcome packet and letter of congratulations to all the new resident and fellows with the complimentary membership card for the duration of their training, with the hope that majority of them will become APPNA member after they complete their training. We can add the value to the membership, especially offering a high quality high standard CME at the specialty network level.
22nd morning.
And APPNA can also get health insurance, liability, disability insurance discounted rate, and can offer to their members on a discounted rate. I will stop here.
Thank you very much. Very insightful, and I appreciate everybody's time. I just have to say that I have to, one of the reasons Dr. Alam had asked me the questions, because I have to go to a memorial service of a colleague who passed away unexpectedly. So I thank everybody for the time, and I let Dr. Give the thing back to Dr. Alam and the Dr. Naveed. Thank you all.
Thank you, Dr. Sophia. We'll continue with our next question. In the interest of time, we'll dive into the next question. This is regarding the, all the candidates, board of director candidates. They're all distinguished slate of candidates here. And the question is, what makes you different? What different do you bring to the table that I should vote for you as opposed to other colleagues that are equally distinguished? We'll go with Dr. Noman Ashraf first. Dr. Noman Ashraf?
Ji, you can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Dr. Alam?
Yeah.
Okay. So, APPNA ke liye khas taur pe, when I look at it as an organization, तीन उसकी खास domains हैं जो they become very important for me. एक philanthropic side है, एक culture entertainment side है, और एक उसकी professional advocacy side है. I have had the experience of serving in all those domains, right from when I was the chartered president of Rotary Club in my hometown in Pakistan. I've also worked closely in APPNA in all those domains over the years. What really separates me is that I represent very few young physicians in APPNA who graduated after 2000. I represent the young leadership in APPNA. I am the only candidate for the BOD position here who is currently a serving training director. I am from a smaller alumni and do not belong to any vested interest groups. I believe in APPNA for all. I enjoy good, respectful relationships with all alumni and chapter members in APPNA. I believe 100% in strengthening our internal arbitration to resolve conflicts. I have worked up through the ranks in APPNA. I have a proven track record of not only working with APPNA on improving education, but have actually contributed significantly in designing courses for the merit committee. I've delivered numerous CME talks in APPNA meetings and mentored hundreds of young physicians from Pakistan. I have more than 50 abstracts and papers. I've been invited nationally, internationally to present my work. I'm the PI on 2 training grants that are worth more than $2 million. I've done extensive advocacy work to promote healthcare in Pakistan. That I'll bring all that with me, all those expertise. I believe this professional excellence is the most essential domain that I can significantly contribute to. I bring in the passion, dedication, and drive to improve APPNA's professional footprint.
22nd morning.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll stop here.
Well, thank you, Dr. Noman Ashraf. Dr. Farah Malik, you have another chance to explain what you would do differently. The time constraints were for the previous question, so you have the floor now. Dr.
Thank you very much. I'm the best candidate because I have the best lock of hair. And secondly, if I win, I will share the secret with all of you as well as the membership. Having said that, listen, we have a small organization. I think I have the breadth of knowledge of this organization. What I've learned in my recent experience is that we have to connect with younger physicians. And I think this transgenerational communication is the most important aspect of all of us. I would encourage you to read this book. It's called Critical Communications. And one way to attract members, retain members, and make friends with them is to understand their perspective. And I think most of us will have to work on that. We have to build the brand, and I have the ability. I learned these small tricks in the last several years, and I must tell you that I realized that I did not know nothing. And after having spent 2 years with this large organization, I realized that I have still not learned nothing. So going forward, I think most of us have this great spirit to serve, and I appreciate all my colleagues. I have a platform I'll share with all of you. I think we have to connect with younger people as well as connect with millennials and Generation X people. And we have to create a vertical and horizontal integration for us to survive. there are much more bigger challenges. We all have to unite and go from I's to we's. I'll stop here and give my time back.
Thank you, Dr. Farooq Malik. Same question to you, Dr. Sajid Mahmood. Another opportunity to dive into this subject.
Thank you, Dr. Alam. And yes, I consider myself worthy for this position because I support constructive criticism. That's my strength, and do not shy away in recognizing and appreciating someone pointing out anything positive that I overlooked. Over the years, I have built bridges with other not-for-profit organizations by donating and volunteering for them. I have worked out at various levels of APPNA organizational hierarchies, central, local, Dow alumnus, chapter, and not only that, but I have also worked across most of other alumni and other chapters whenever I assume leadership role in APPNA committees. I took time to get to know my predecessors and learn from their experience. To name a few, Dr. Zia Muiz, Dr. Abdul Rashid Pracha, Dr. Naseem Shekhani, Dr. Asif Rahman, Dr. Sajid Chaudhry, Dr. Khalid Riaz, they have worked in their specific areas and asset to APPNA. And I, learned from them, and I utilize their experience to shape my career. And now I'm going to highlight some unique features that I believe that only characteristic to me. My standing in APPNA with my year of graduation being 1990, nicely or rightfully as you want to say it, places me to connect with past experienced leadership of APPNA as well as promising younger talent joining the folds of APPNA, given the fact current APPNA membership spans only from 1960 to 2023. So 30 years before, 30 years after me, even the destiny is a testament of that. Look today, two of my respected colleagues are senior to me, 1984 and 87 graduate, while other two are juniors. So I'm right at the middle, take the job on it. And besides that, I'm a Dwight that put me in a special position.
Your time is up.
Thank you. And now we move on to Dr. Shahid Rashid. Your turn, please.
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Khalid. As far as the competition where the hair go, I think me and Dr. Malik are in competition with each other, and we'll see how that goes. All right. So let's talk about it. I have the honor of being a lifetime member of APPNA and serving this organization for more than 20 years. I have served our organization in almost every capacity. I served on APPNA Executive Committee as a secretary, as a treasurer. I'm a founding member of San Antonio chapter and Anesthesia and Pain Society. I served on multiple committees of APPNA as a chair, co-chair, member, and an advisor, and as an advisor. I was involved in the creation of APPNA Foundation, APPNA House in Chicago, APPNA Institute of Public Health in Karachi, and the approval of GRAD Act to expedite the J1 visa processing time. I assisted physicians for residency matching, electives, loans, and scholarship programs. Drawing from my extensive experience in various roles within our organization, my involvement in my city, my position as a board member in a prominent cancer hospital in Pakistan, and my successful entrepreneurial ventures in healthcare industry, I am confident in my abilities to serve as a director and achieve our organization's mission objectives. In addition to my past experience, I'm committed to promoting innovation. I strongly believe in adopting the entrepreneurial mindset, utilizing our organization's intellectual, financial, and educational resources to ensure our long-term growth and achieve our philanthropic, educational, and social goals through innovative revenue streams. I hope that I could be able to utilize all of my skills during my tenure as a board of trustees, board of directors.
Thank you. And now Dr. Muhammad Sanaullah, your turn for the same question.
Thank you, Dr. Alam. Sorry, you have to bear this of my picture. I'm joining from my phone, so we are still having some internet issues. So thank you, Dr. Alam. It's a great question, and some of that I already answered. My experience as a CEO of multiple healthcare startup companies, chief medical officer, Director of Inpatient Services, Director of Quality, Safety, and Utilization Reviews. My service is a NISHR alumni from Trier to President, leadership roles in all major committees in APPNA, And finally, as a chair of most successful APPNA spring meeting in Oklahoma City, uniquely qualify me as one of the best candidate for APPNA board of directors. Further, I want to explain collaborative model that we successfully practice in Oklahoma. And that model includes inclusion, engagement, and empowerment. We involve all alumni, and 7 of them did the retreat with us. We engaged the whole community. We empowered the people to make the right decision. We made the sponsorship committee based on specialty service lines and experience. And we took APPNA to the grassroots level, to the community, connected with the city and state governments. Both mayor of Oklahoma City and governor joined the spring meeting. We involved local hospital, other healthcare organization, state health department, local media that brought a good name to the brand of APPNA. So I consider myself a team player and know how to delegate the task and get the work done. I think I'm the best and qualified candidate APPNA board of director position. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sanaullah. And now we move on to the next question. And that question is that we have a significant number of Pakistani descent physicians in the United States who went to medical school in the US. Majority of them are not APPNA members. If you elected as the BOD member, what would you do to get them within the folds of APPNA? Starting with Dr. Noman Ashraf first. Dr. Noman Ashraf.
So first and foremost is making a real connection with our NAMA and Caribbean graduates. We need to ask them what they would like from APPNA and what values should APPNA add to engage them. We should make every effort to have them be involved in our leadership positions, be committee chairs, and be active members of the committee. So just like I am the advocate and representative of the young physicians in YPC leadership role in APPNA, they should be the advocate and representative of our NAMA and Caribbean grads, and I would do the same for our Canadian members too. Inclusivity in everything, like the small example we talk about, like when we have our events, what kind of entertainment would they like? Is it like fair that we arrange entertainment for us and we expect that people who grew up here would like the same entertainment? As a chair of the YPC this year, I have involved them. We had a very successful webinar with Dr. Humayun Chaudhary, who is currently serving as the president of the FSMB. We are going to have another guidance seminar for high schoolers in the US in collaboration with our NAMA friends and the Chicago PPS chapter soon to engage them. APPNA YPC is also planning another webinar later in the year on entrepreneurship in collaboration with NAMA and Caribbean. So we are already reaching out and engaging them, and that's what I would do. NAMA and Caribbean grads bring a unique strength to our organization. I'll give you a very small example. Like getting a residency in the US is extremely hard these days, and the preparation for it has to start earlier on in your medical school. And I'm preparing a curriculum to be taught in Pakistan during medical school years that can help bridge that curricular gap between the graduates from Pakistan Medical School and the US Medical School.
20 seconds warning.
So our IMGs are more competitive for the residency spots. I cannot put it together without the input and help from my NAMA and Caribbean friends. So simple answer to your question is engagement and mutual respect. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Noman Ashraf. Dr. Farooq Malik, your turn for the same question. 2 minutes.
Thank you very much. You know, we did ask that question, Noman, and the answers are pretty straightforward. This is a classic baby boomer versus millennial discourse. And if you would agree, please listen, understand their perspective. They are not interested in what APPNA is offering now. We have a tribal parochial system. We have ethnic-centered entertainment, and our entire program is Pakistan-centric. We live here. The local NAMA graduates are not connected to Pakistan as you and I are. They are connected to the US healthcare system. There is hardly a single program that caters to their professional needs or their social hierarchy. We don't talk their language. We are happy in our little echo bubble of local politics and kingmakers. They could care less about it. They don't care about Pakistani food as you and I do. So if you have to talk to them, you have to understand how their perspective is. Please, I would like for you to change the way we conduct our business. Their needs are the following. They are concerned with their assimilation in the US culture. We should address that. Their concerns are about job discrimination in this country. we should address that. Their issues are the restrictive covenants they have to face in this country. We have to address that. Their issues are local and national organizations and their charters. We should connect with that. We provide a cultural platform catered to an older
20 seconds
baby
warning.
boomers. We need to change. And in order to change that, we have to understand their perspective, and only then we can connect with them. By any other means, we will be a failure. I would suggest we should connect with them at their perspective. Thank you. I'll stop here.
Thank you. Dr. Sajid Mahmood, your turn for the same question, 2 minutes.
Thank you, Dr. Alam. So, yes, this is also an area where APPNA is striving hard, and we need to make more progress. I would say it's need of hour to involve North American graduates in the fold of APPNA. And when we talk about that group, there is another catch to this situation, that they are relatively younger. If we look back, we should be targeting this target population as old as 1990 graduates and after that. So there's dire need to do membership worthiness analysis. Guys, we have to do that, because the thing is that as long as we are not going to make membership attractive, it would be difficult. And while I am an optimistic person, I still see a glass half full. I do agree with my respected colleague who spoke earlier to me that we need to cater to their needs, their interests, and go forward. We need to make the value of APPNA membership as par with other professional societies and replicate the services they offer. It has been discussed by other speakers, so I'm not going to touch those. CME quality needs to be improved. That's the one single area that we need to work, and we are moving toward that goal. We need to increase more number of hours, so that should be we can compare that to, and it's worth compared to expenses of travel and lodging coming to the meeting. Educational content has to be uniformly distributed along all the disciplines in order to cater to the needs of a larger group of membership. And then physician benefits like group insurance and other discounts that other societies offer. We can do consideration of block membership, and then also break the myth about this membership that it is only about election and voting. No. And then besides, we should look for dynamic leadership to attract that group. Recent NAMA meeting on Friday was attractive.
Your time is up, Sajid. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sajid Mahmood. Dr. Shahid Rashid, your turn for the same question, 2 minutes.
Thank you, Dr. Alam. It was very delightful during this summer convention. The whole NAMA dinner was totally sold out, which shows that how the North American graduates are taking interest into our organization, which is a great achievement. I must admit, Dr. Tayyib Rana has to play a significant role along with our president, Dr. Rehan Arshad, and his team. They have played a very significant role in that. But still, this is a challenging situation as we are dealing with a generation who is born and raised in the US and have a different interest in the outlooks. NAMA has to play an expanded and innovative role to attract these local graduates by catering to their needs and expectations. In addition to member benefits, we can hold dedicated meetings in which their favorite foods, music, and activities are being offered. Making a medical student body within NAMA will help them to get familiar with our organization, and their inputs will help us to make the appropriate changes and in our organization to make it more attractive to those potential members. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rashid. Dr. Mohammad Sanaullah, your turn for the same question.
Thank you, Dr. Alam. I think this is a great question, and we should also probably include more involvement of women leadership and our wealthy members from Canada. But I agree what mostly said. I strongly believe our children are the future of APPNA. The North American graduates bring up a culturally diverse background, and that can contribute a lot to improve the culture of APPNA, and especially what we were talking about, a negative political culture. They don't care about that. They are trained in different environment and can help a lot to APPNA to build APPNA College of Medicine to streamline its educational offering. But important is how we can engage them and involve them. The best way to engage them in APPNA is to involve them in our local chapters and specialty service lines. They should be encouraged to take the leadership roles in chapters and specialty service lines. Again, I will give the reference of my collaborative membership model. If they get involved in specialty service lines or chapter, they can automatically become the member of APPNA. I appreciate Dr. Tayyib Rana for his leadership role in APPNA as a board of director, and I'm proud to say that I supported him, and I will encourage other NAMA members to come forward to lead the organization. And once they are in the leadership role, they can encourage more people to come forward. I will stop here.
Thank you, Dr. Sanaullah. And now the last question for the evening, which is APPNA is an organization with mission to focus on medical education, research, healthcare, philanthropy, and community development. Where do you think APPNA has been lacking, and what would you do to correct that and in that particular domain? Starting with Dr. Noman Ashraf. You go first, please. 2 minutes.
Thank you, Dr. Alam. So I have a lot of respect for APPNA as an organization. I believe it is doing a wonderful job in meeting the mission of the organization. The SWDRC has some great philanthropic projects. The scholarship committee helps out a lot of medical students from Pakistan every year with their financial needs. YPN, very important committee of APPNA, helps connect our young physicians with other professionals who share the same culture and religious background to help them find their life partner. RISA committee organizes state-of-the-art CME lectures. Merit committee conducts sessions every single week to transfer healthcare expertise to Pakistan. And APPNA YPC does a phenomenal job by mentoring our young physicians 24/7. Last year, APPNA YPC conducted mock interviews for more than 500 applicants. Every member spent about 20 minutes of their time on one-on-one with each candidate. That's a total of 10,000 minutes of professional time spent by our amazing APPNA YPC volunteers. You cannot beat that. There's no other organization that's doing it free of charge. So we should all be proud of our dear organization. Where I truly think we need to work harder is the professional and advocacy domain. If I'm elected in the office, the first thing I'll do is to request the president of APPNA to set up an administrative body of APPNA, American College of Medicine. I will bring in RISA, YPC, and merit committees under that umbrella, and we will jointly work on improving education, research, obtaining grants, and creating revenues for income. This body will later serve as the launch pad for establishing a physical APPNA medical college. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Noman Ashraf. Dr. Farah Malik, your turn.
Well, thank you very much. I think all of us should understand that we do excellent job in cultural assimilation, but we have not taken the leap to become American assimilated physicians. Our entire purpose of meetings is based on cultural identity. We do not have a culture of excellence in healthcare in the APPNA forums. This is a resource-intense endeavor. We do not have enough people to conduct the kind of work that needs to be done. The role model is the Khan University candidates and their meeting. Please sit with them, understand they have a culture of positive excellence. They celebrate each other, they promote each other, and they go towards really impactful positions in the local culture. We should learn from them, and we should emulate how they have achieved power in the corridor of medicine in this country. Once we have achieved that degree of excellence and resource, only then we can elevate our status from a mediocre educational organization to an impactful organization. We are not connected with organized medicine in this country. The American Medical Association, American College of Physicians are two large organizations. We have absolutely zero representation there. Why it is so? Because we have to work from the ground up there. We need to educate our members how to take positions in these organized medical groups. It's imperative that we have members and representatives. We should create an ethnic chapter in these organizations. Without that, we would end up as a socially competent organization with no impact on organized medicine in this country. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Malik. Dr. Sajid Mahmood, your turn for the same question.
Thank you, Dr. Khalid. So yes, APPNA is continuously yet slowly evolving, so we need to pin our hopes for a better tomorrow. I'm not going to touch the areas where we already excelled and made a lot of strides, but one single area I want to I consider worth mentioning is philanthropy. That APPNA members are generous to open their wallets in the case of any emergency or natural disaster, especially in Pakistan. Most recently, last year, torrential rain and floods, when on such a short notice they collected millions of dollars to help the needy people. But the area where we lack and a lot needs to be done is discussion about and formulation of healthcare policies. I mean, I regret to say, but this is the area that where very little is being done. And to begin with, APPNA should partner with players already in the field like American Medical Association or American College of Physicians and contribute with its expertise and resources to assist in the passage of healthcare policies, which are already in the pipeline, and so that we can be beneficial to healthcare community at large. For that purpose, my vision is to come up with a task force or an ad hoc committee comprising of 10 to 12 APPNA members with expertise in that area to brainstorm and initiate the process. Like our own past president of APPNA, Dr. Umar Atiq, who had honor of serving ACP as its president, he can be of big resource, and we can get guidance from his expertise. And then besides that, we need to be more engaged in local print and electronic media to advertise our worthy projects. We need to stay away from regional and ethnicity politics to avoid divide in our ranks. And also, last but not the least, stay away and discourage the culture of this, suing the organization. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Sajid Mahmood. Dr. Shahid Rashid, your turn.
Thank you, Dr. Khalid Alam. I think that we are already making quite a bit of progress in almost all the domains, other than what I believe that we are lacking is the community development. So we should be participating in our local communities through social and philanthropic activities like food pantry, social work, volunteering for different events, free clinic network in our own local communities, Hot Meals on Wheels, Your House, and helping the community through our volunteer work in the time of emergencies like hurricane, flooding, etc. We must participate in our city activities and present ourselves as a vibrant members of our communities. We cannot sit back and just try to enjoy what has been given to us, but we need to come forward and participate in our city, and we need to pay it forward, because the city has provided us a lot of opportunities, and we need to make sure that we help those who are in need. I think that the most important aspect that has to be addressed, especially, is the community development. And I think that is the very vital for our assimilation with the local communities. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Shahid Rashid. Dr. Muhammad Sanaullah, your turn.
Thank you, Dr. Alam. I will say APPNA is a brand now, and this is all because of the work that has been done from our previous leadership. So we need to appreciate them. I think this is not being highlighted. So we need a strong social media and media policy to highlight the positive work that's being done already. And it's amazing work. And I appreciate everyone for their work. And I will say we don't have a coordination between APPNA, alumni chapters, and service lines. And repetitive work is done in a haphazard way. We need to bring all those efforts under one umbrella. And I will suggest, like APPNA College of Medicine, great idea. Dr. Umar Atiq, why not? He's the past president of APPNA. We should appoint him as advisor, or we need to get his expertise in this. And once we establish, I think APPNA College of Medicine can help us to develop a medical tourism in Pakistan. APPNA can play a major role in that, because we have all the expertise that is only available in US and not in the rest of the world. Second thing, I will say APPNA Foundation. All the philanthropic work need to be streamlined under the umbrella of APPNA Foundation. I'm a current chair of that. We are currently revising the bylaws of APPNA Foundation. And inshallah, in the coming months, you will see APPNA Foundation will be serving as a is an umbrella body for all the philanthropic work of APPNA. The other thing, the community development. We owe a lot to our local communities, and it's our responsibility to serve the communities that we live in.
20 seconds.
Our centers are in the best position, and APPNA Healthcare Day is a great offering, but we need to expand our services at every level in the community, and that will bring a good name to the brand of APPNA that we already have. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. This has been an amazing brainstorming session. I learned a lot, and learning process is ongoing. Thank you for great debate. Now, the final segment, we move on to that in the interest of time. 3 minutes closing statement for all the candidates. I'll ask Dr. Noman Ashraf to go first with his 3 minutes closing statement. Dr. Noman Ashraf, please.
Gee, thank you. So thank you, dear APPNA family, for your time and for giving me the opportunity to share my thoughts on the questions you have presented. I'm a foot soldier of APPNA, and I've served APPNA with hard work and dedication. I have made excellent friends in APPNA and learned a lot professionally and administratively, serving in the roles of the chair of the Addiction and Psychiatry Merit Subcommittee, chair of the Research RISA Committee, and chair of the APPNA YPC. I am indebted to APPNA for that, and I'll do my best to take this organization to the next level, inshallah. I believe in diversity, equity, and inclusion, and I work with every member with respect and fairness. I come with experience, humility, and the ability to work hard. The last 3 years have been fantastic, and we have set an excellent footing for us to set new heights for the organizations. We are all proud of Dr. Umar Atiq serving as the president of the ACP. You all have heard about it. Everybody is really proud of that. So now the ball is in your court. We say we need young, dynamic, and hardworking leadership in APPNA. You have a chance to choose one now. NEC still has a restriction on candidates calling other members and asking for votes. I signed a code of conduct for the NEC in the presence of a witness. I made a promise to abide by those rules. If you receive a call from me for the only reason of asking for a vote, then I'm violating the code of conduct and breaking my promise. So if you want to learn more about my services to make an informed democratic decision for your sacred vote, I have shared my email address and my cell phone number in the email I sent yesterday. I will be happy to answer any questions related to my candidacy. The other way is you can ask in your respective alumni WhatsApp groups if there are some members of your alumni who have worked with me, and I'm sure you will find many in your alumni who will vouch for my integrity, hard work, and dedication. Dear APPNA members, I'm here with a desire to serve with honesty and utmost professionalism. I humbly request your vote for the APPNA Board of Directors position. Pakistan Zindabad, long live USA, long live APPNA.
Thank you, Dr. Noman Ashraf. Dr. Farooq Malik, your 3 minutes closing statement, please.
Well, thank you very much. This has been amazing. Thank you for doing this. A few comments I would like to share. I'm a golfer, and it has taught me how to conduct my life in the last 20 years. Among several lessons, there were two important aspects I want to share with all my members. Number one is humility and clear understanding of your limitations. What can you do and what you cannot do? The game of golf is actually a game of life, and humility has served me very well, and always understanding what I can do and cannot do. I cannot do all the things that my colleagues are saying. There is absolutely no way. It is out of my reach. It is out of my ability. However, what I would suggest to you is maybe we can do small increments in improving ourselves and having one other person do the same increments. If all of us do small increments in improving our integrity and honesty and credibility, we will make a consortium of people that I would love to be part of. The second thing I learned is it's always the next play in golf after the shot, the next shot. The next shot means you have to be as clear, as concentrated, and as committed to it as the first shot. Two things. One, forget about whatever happened before, and now the game is next shot. This is very important. Looking forward, my desire is to create a culture of excellence in APPNA, a culture of celebration. Success of Noman is my success. Success of Sanalo is my success, because it elevates all of us, and the limelight will shed on all of us. we will all elevate our status. It's very important to celebrate each one of us. This is a hard life in the United States. I would encourage you to take a moment and celebrate your neighbor, your partner, your next colleague. It's very important for us. We have to walk away from I to a collective we, because we can make it happen. We can move things that we desire to do. Only in that. I respect all of you guys. Noman is fantastic. Sanal is fantastic. Sajid is fantastic. My friend Rashid is fantastic. Please celebrate change. I'm here, I'm available. I'm governor of ACC. I've learned the roadmap. I want you to encourage to join these ethnic organizations, AMAs, ACPs. There's a roadmap available.
20 seconds
Please,
more.
if we can celebrate this culture, my participation has done its part. Long live APPNA, great Pakistan, and God bless United States of America.
Thank you, Dr. Malik. Dr. Sajid Mahmood, your 3 minutes closing statement. Dr. Sajid. Dr. Sajid.
Yes, thank you. My dear APPNA family, thank you for taking the time and listening to my vision to serve you and our beloved APPNA better. I want to thank again the NEC for arranging this opportunity for us. I have served APPNA for past 12 years in various capacities and always appreciated positive moves of leadership as well as questioned and provided alternatives wherever I believe the organization or membership is not being served in the best possible way. Being a Dow graduate, it put me in a special position to serve APPNA with backing of approximately 1,500 registered members of Dow alumnus, including residents in training, out of which 700 plus are APPNA members. Just imagine the financial and logistical support I will be having at hand whenever I'm in need to initiate a project or tackle an unprecedented problem. Besides, the feeling of belonging to the fraternity of nationally and internationally renowned personalities like Dr. Tipu Siddiq, Professor Adib Rizvi, Dr. Mansoor Mohyuddin, Dr. Abdul Bari Khan of world-renowned Indus Health Network, and Dr. Rahimtullah, who created the concept of hibernating myocardium, will take you to a different level of confidence and self-belief. My training and active practice as a critical care physician for past 23 years in some of the busiest ICUs in various Midwest states have provided me the mental strength and confidence in the worst form of crises, which will definitely go a long way for me to serve this organization whenever and wherever the organization's benefits are threatened. I want to strengthen the organization by making myself a strong force against those who unfortunately in the past acted irresponsibly. And I would say again, acted irresponsibly to undermine its very foundations by dragging into frivolous lawsuits, only to serve their personal and agenda as well as ego. My services in general to the community and to APPNA and my chapter are there to be seen. Besides, I would say that I'm a strong proponent of active involvement of our female colleagues and make a conducive environment where they can contribute with their talent and expertise without an iota of harassment. In that case, I would advocate for the principle of equity rather equality. So with these, I close and I request for your vote. You have heard all of us, and just to educate you that only one candidate will be elected from each alumnus. So please vote on merit, track record of services, and who is more sincere to APPNA versus who is damaging to APPNA. Long live APPNA, Pakistan Zindabad, long live United States. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Sajid Mahmood. Dr. Shahid Rashid, your 3 minutes closing statement. Dr. Shahid Rashid, can you hear me?
You have to unmute yourself.
Dr. Shahid Rashid. We can't hear.
So he's on mute. Let me help him. Sorry, you're on mute. Can you unmute yourself again?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
My dear friends and colleagues, I would like to express my sincere gratitude once again for the opportunity to address you today. As we near the conclusion of this event, I want to extend my deep admiration to all the dedicated volunteers who share the goal of enhancing our esteemed organization. Throughout this journey, I have presented a clear vision for our organization to become a formidable, forward-thinking, and financially resilient entity capable of achieving our mission objectives. Embracing entrepreneurial philanthropy is essential to realizing this vision. By diversifying our revenue streams and reducing dependence on a single income source and donors, we can ensure long-term sustainability and growth. Imagine the possibilities when we invest in projects like surgery centers, cardiac cath labs, radiology services, and other innovative initiatives. But let's not forget the importance of investing in our people, including local medical students and communities in North America and Pakistan. I'm fully committed to fostering innovation and leveraging our intellectual, financial, and educational resources. Embracing entrepreneurial philanthropy will not only secure our financial independence, but also establish a sustainable and a profitable institution, allowing us to achieve our philanthropic, educational, and social objectives. I encourage you to visit my website, shahidrashid.com, to learn even more about me and the vision I have described tonight. As we conclude this event, I humbly request your support for me, Dr. Shahid Rashid. Together, let's seize the opportunities ahead, embrace innovation, and create a lasting legacy for future generations. I thank you, and may our shared dedication propel us forward and help us put our organization in a better place than we found it. Thank you, and long live APPNA, and God bless the United States of America and Pakistan. Zindabad.
Thank you, Dr. Shahid Rashid. Dr. Mohammad Sanaullah, your last 3 minutes closing statement.
Thank you, Dr. Alam. My dear APPNA family, you have heard from all the worthy members who are well qualified and means well for APPNA. Huge respect for them, for their time and commitment. I believe that I'm in a perfect position to run for board of director because of my extensive experience in the leadership, in my alumni, in all the major committees of APPNA, being chairs, co-chairs, and member of all APPNA committees. There's an old saying that if you want to judge a person, see what he has done than what he's saying. With the help of APPNA volunteers, I believe that I have left a mark in whatever position I was asked to serve, which is very clear from my work in Scholarship Committee, APPNA Spring Meeting last year, and now in APPNA Foundation this year. My passion for medical education, research, innovation, and community development is very clear from my track records. I'm the founding president of Nishtar Research Council, Nishtar Alumni Loan Program, and founding member of APPNA Hospital Specialty Forum. During the difficult days of COVID, I worked with several stakeholders in dire situation to provide PPE to healthcare workers in Multan and Rahim Yar Khan. I'm a firm believer of the APPNA community. We have shown it in APPNA Spring Meeting in Oklahoma that APPNA members can accomplish a lot when they work as a team with the right kind of leadership, a leadership that believes in bringing people together for the benefit of this organization. I strongly believe that APPNA has a humongous potential. We are not tapping even at 10% of this potential. To explore this potential, let's work together, and I'm willing to work with anyone at any level. With this, I would like to thank my family for supporting me during this journey. I also appreciate Nomination and Election Committee for their contribution towards the democratic process of this organization. Most importantly, I want to thank all my fellow candidates who are sacrificing their family time for the best of APPNA. I will end with this. Please vote for merit, innovation, and inclusive leadership. God bless APPNA. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Mohammad Sanaullah. I think we are cognizant. We have to be cognizant of the time. We're exceeding our 90 minutes time limit. So we'll have to wrap it up. Thank you all for joining. Good luck to you all. It was very inspirational for me. I learned a lot of new things. Good luck. God bless United States of America. God bless APPNA and Pakistan Pindabad. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Okay, Khuda Hafiz everyone.
Allah Hafiz. Allah Hafiz.